Hey everyone, okay, so I'm going to be guiding you through eyeliner today and helping you decide which eyeliner shape best suits your eye shape, because there are a number of ways of doing eyeliner, but not all of them are the most beautiful for every single eye shape. So the first thing we're going to talk about is a standard eye. Now, a standard eye is an eye where you can see the eyelid in its entirety from the end of the lash line to the beginning of the lash line. I've got a standard eye because when my eyes are open, you can see the eyelid. If you have a standard eye or a deep set eye where you can see the entire eyelid all the way back, almost all eyeliner applications will suit you. But if you've got small eyelids like mine, even though you can see them, if I was to draw a really thick line across here, it would look like I've got black eyeshadow on. And if you look at this picture, you'll understand that Kristen Stewart has small eyelids and it looks like she's just got black eyeshadow all over the eye, even though she hasn't. So if you've got really small eyelids, you'll need to draw a very, very small line across the lid or use a push liner brush, which I tend to favour anyway, because that way you can still see the eyelid, and if you've got a colour on the eyelid, it won't cover it up with this black line. Now we're moving on. It seems to me that most people that want winged eyeliner are those of us that really can't get away with it as easy. Now, if you have a standard eye or a deep set eye or an Asian eye or almond eye, however you want to call it, then winged eyeliner looks really, really good, particularly on the Asian and almond eyes, because the surface here is so flat, you can really pull it and it can look absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. Now, the problem with Asian eyes in particular is that the lid oftentimes is very small. So if you're going to do a winged eyeliner, you need to make sure that the line across the eyelid is very small, otherwise it can look like the lid is coloured completely black. Now, this is where it gets really, really tricky. I have filmed a tutorial doing a winged eyeliner application on a very, very, very hooded eye to show you the trouble that can happen, because if this area of the eyelid is coming down and being pulled down over this lid so there's no lid visible, you are never going to get the sharpest line that you really want. And the way to do it is to use tape, and to use tape as a guideline and do it that way. But even with that, it's never going to look perfect because there's too much skin and too much fold. And you will see this, and I'll upload it in a week or so, and you can see I've done one eye with winged and one eye with a push liner, so you can see the visible difference in the two techniques. I mean, the truth of the matter is there are certain things I think we have to accept as we get older, and if you have a very, very hooded eye, then using an ultra thin line at the lash line or a push liner brush is really the way to go, and there's nothing wrong with that. The whole point of eyeliner originally when it was created was to give the illusion of thicker, darker lashes. That was it. And now we've moved on to different other techniques, and there's nothing wrong with those techniques and they're wonderful, but you also need to be aware of your eye shape, because not all eye shapes are the most conducive to those kind of, different techniques and different shapes. So the way to summarize this is to think, if you've got a standard eye, you can do winged eyeliner, push liner, or any eyeliner shape whatsoever. If you have an Asian eye, then it really does benefit. You can absolutely do winged eyeliner and it looks gorgeous. Or use a push liner brush so you maintain as much of the eyelid shape as you've got. If you have a severely hooded eye, then it really may be a case that you'll have to use tape in order to get your perfect line. And if that still doesn't work out for you, then you may just have to accept some certain facts and think to yourself, okay, it's not going to work, but I can still line my eyes. I can use a push liner brush. I can get really close into the root of the lashes. I can make the most of my lashes so that my eyes will still look absolutely beautiful. Because the only thing about makeup is to make yourself look absolutely gorgeous. And that is another way of doing it. I love the push liner brush because it maintains the deepness of the lashes and all your eyelid space. Hope some of this was helpful, and I will see you all next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.